Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Okay, the All-Star break is done, it's behind us, and Major League Baseball, well, it jumped right back into it. Some really incredible post-break action.
No time wasted at all.
Exactly. So yesterday, July 18th, 2025, we had the Boston Red Sox heading into Wrigley Field, and they were just absolutely scorching hot.
Oh, yeah. 10-game winning streak.
10 games.
Yeah.
And they'd won, what, 12 of their last 13? Playing maybe their best ball of the whole season. You could really feel that buzz, you know?
Definitely. Real momentum.
But the Chicago Cubs, they had, let's say, other plans for the Red Sox yesterday.
They certainly did.
The Cubs didn't just squeak by. They decisively ended Boston's run, a 4-1 victory.
Mm-hmm.
And this felt like more than just, another W for Chicago. It really felt like a statement. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
How exactly did the Cubs manage to cool off this Red Sox team that honestly seemed unstoppable? And tell us about both teams now.
Yeah, what's fascinating here is how this game immediately became this clash of momentum and strategy, right? Coming straight out of the All-Star break.
Right. So for you listening, our mission here is to really dissect why. Why did certain key performances swing things so firmly towards Chicago? And what did this specific game, really highlight as maybe some areas of concern for Boston?
Because it wasn't just any game.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
First game back for both clubs after that pause. That makes it way more significant than just your average mid-July game. It's kind of a microcosm of the whole second half, potentially.
It really felt like the Cubs signaled that right away. Like first inning, bang.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Red Sox starter Lucas Giolito, who, let's be honest, was on an unbelievable run before the break.
Phenomenal. What was it? 5-0 with a .70 ERA, basically unhittable.
Less than one earned run per 9 innings over his last 6 starts. Just wow. And then he comes out, and he just couldn't find his rhythm.
Not at all.
He walked the first 2 batters he faced. So uncharacteristic. What happened there? Was it his approach or maybe something the Cubs lineup did to disrupt him so early?
It looked like his fastball command was just off.
Yeah.
Right from the get-go.
Yeah. Instead of that pinpoint accuracy we're used to seeing from him, he was missing. Up, away, consistently out of the zone.
Yeah.
And that forces you to nibble, right? So those walks, they felt like a direct result, suggesting maybe a fundamental struggle to locate that main pitch right after the layoff.
And that just sets the table perfectly for, say, a Suzuki.
Oh, absolutely. Perfect setup.
Suzuki. I mean, the guy's been on fire, but somehow got overlooked for the All-Star team, even leading the NL in RBIs. You could almost sense he had something to prove, couldn't you?
You really could. He stepped up there looking incredibly rested, but also really determined. That whole snub thing, I think it clearly fueled him.
But what happened?
Giolito's very first pitch to him, Suzuki just launched it. Towering 3-run homer, deep center field.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that. His 26th of the year, immediately, Cubs are up 3-0, and Wrigley, all 41,000 fans, they just erupt.
And that changes everything.
Completely. Suzuki jumping on Giolito's early control issues like that.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just a big hit. It felt like the moment that dictated the whole flow of the game.
Yeah.
Established that aggressive Cubs mindset right away.
Okay, so the Cubs land this huge early punch.
Yeah.
But then they've got to hold that lead, right? Their starter, Colin Rea, he went 5 innings, only gave up 1 run on 4 hits, but he also walked 4 guys, a season high.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
How did he manage to navigate through that? Because the Red Sox lineup, even down early, they were still putting pressure on him.
Well, what's fascinating there is Rea's composure, especially in those high leverage spots.
Okay.
So yeah, the 4 walks, that might look a bit shaky on paper, but he really showed a knack for making the big pitch when it counted most.
How so?
He seemed to rely heavily on his slider in those key counts, got a lot of weak contact, elevated the fastball just enough when he needed a strikeout.
Gotcha.
Boston's only run, that came in the 3rd, right? Roman Anthony with a 2-out RBI double, put runners on 2nd and 3rd. Huge spot. But Rea buckled down, got Carlos Narvaez swinging to end the inning, preserved the lead. That ability he showed, to bend but not break, that was just textbook damage control.
And that ability to escape jams proved absolutely critical, didn't it? Because the Red Sox, their offensive struggles just continued all game.
They really did.
They kept failing to cash in. Left, 8 runners on base in total?
8 runners, yeah.
And this isn't just frustration from one game, is it? It feels like it highlights a recurring problem for Boston, something they just cannot afford if they want this winning streak to mean something for a real playoff push. Why couldn't they get the big hit?
Well, I think it was a mix of things. First, credit to the Cubs. Their pitch sequencing was excellent, kept Boston hitters off balance, changing speeds, changing eye levels effectively.
Right.
But looking at Boston's side, there were definitely moments where they looked maybe a bit over-aggressive, chasing pitches out of the zone, a lack of plate discipline at times. And then there was that really costly mistake in the fifth inning.
Oh, the double play.
Yeah. Abraham Toro getting doubled off second base. He just got caught too far off the bag when Alex Bregman lined out to center.
With 2 runners on and no outs.
Exactly. 2 on, nobody out. And that mistake, it didn't just kill a potential rally. It just showed this surprising lapse in fundamental baseball. Just don't expect that from a team that had won 10 straight.
Right. That mental error, it wasn't just costly right then. You felt it just sucked the air right out of any comeback hopes for Boston.
It really did.
Meanwhile, for the Cubs, maybe their biggest strength was still waiting, ready to lock it down. Their bullpen.
Absolutely. That's been a weapon for them all season.
And they showed it again. Brad Keller comes in, perfect 8th inning, looks sharp after the break.
Shook off any rust, yeah.
And then Daniel Palencia closes it out in the 9th. His 13th save now in 14 chances.
He's really solidifying himself as that reliable guy at the back end.
So the whole Chicago pitching effort, combined with, Suzuki's early blast and then Nico Horner adding that RBI single in the 6th to make it 4-1.
Right, gave him that insurance.
It just felt like a masterclass in shutting down a really potent offense. And you mentioned that double play initiated by Pete Crow Armstrong in the 5th that killed the rally.
Yep, heads up plate.
Just underscores that commitment to playing solid fundamental baseball.
It does.
So flipping back to Boston's side, Lucas Giolito's performance, such a stark contrast to how he looked before the All-Star break.
It really is something.
It's almost ironic, isn't it? The guy who is basically untouchable is the one who struggles the most coming right out of the gate.
It's true. And while he managed to get through 5 1/3 innings, he still got tagged with all 4 Cubs runs, 5 hits, those 2 early walks. Took his first loss since way back in early May.
And that loss, it doesn't just snap that amazing winning streak.
No.
It feels like a very clear reminder that even the hottest teams, they can be vulnerable. Especially after a break like that where, maybe the rhythm just isn't quite there yet.
It's hard to just flip that switch back on sometimes.
Definitely. Meanwhile, the Cubs,
Yeah.
they improved to, 40-7 when they score first.
An astounding record, 40-7.
That stat alone just tells you so much about their ability to jump on teams early and then just maintain control.
It really does.
This win, it's got to boost their confidence, but also puts real pressure on their rivals in the NL Central to keep up. It just felt like a complete, well-rounded team win. Strong pitching, hitting when it mattered, solid D.
Couldn't agree more.
So, circling back then,
Yeah.
the Chicago Cubs 4-1 victory over the Boston Red Sox yesterday.
Yeah, it was way more than just another notch in the win column. It felt like a resounding statement.
Declaration.
Yeah, powerful declaration that the Northsiders are back from the break and they are absolutely ready to contend. I mean, for a team that finished the first half with good momentum,
They did.
beating this Red Sox team, one that won 10 straight, 12 of 13, that feels like definitive proof that their strong play isn't some fluke. It's sustainable, built on solid fundamentals. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, particularly for the Red Sox, yeah, it's a disappointing loss, no doubt. Snaps the streak. But maybe it serves as a crucial learning experience.
How so?
Well, it's just that reminder, isn't it? Even the hottest teams have vulnerabilities, especially after a layoff or maybe that mental edge, that physical rhythm. It's just harder to find immediately.
Right.
So their ability now to regroup quickly, show some resilience, that's going to be a really key indicator, I think, of their true contention status in that tough AL East.
That makes sense. Ultimately, yesterday's game at Wrigley,
Yeah.
it really did feel like a microcosm of baseball. How unpredictable, but also just how captivating it can be.
Absolutely.
It was a showcase of clutch hitting, that resilient pitching from the Cubs, and just those subtle shifts in momentum that always seem to define the close games.
Which raises an important question, I think, for you, our listener. How will the implications of this play out? You've got the Cubs. This win reaffirms their contender status, maybe pushes them towards making a move at the trade deadline.
Right.
And then you have the Red Sox. They need to fix some things, right? This is a real test of their mental toughness now. How does all of that unfold as the season progresses? And maybe more immediately, what does tomorrow's pitching matchup, Brayan Bello for Boston against Shota Imanaga for Chicago, what does that tell you about both teams' championship aspirations as we dive headfirst into this thrilling ride that is the second half of the MLB season?